everything that exists do have an origin. And so during creation, when God was creating, he created man, the last thing. And the Bible, biblical record says that on the sixth day he created man. He created he, male and female, created he them. But God first brought forth the man. Then after that, he brought the animals to man to see what man would name them. And whatever name that Adam named those animals, those names were maintained till date. But then Adam couldn't find a suitable helper amongst the animals. With that, God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. Then he took out one of his ribs, and from it he molded a being. And then he brought it to Adam. When Adam woke up and behold this being, it was like, wow, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken from the man. Then, life goes by definition. Who is a woman? I can wonder a world without a woman. Then, when I went through that, I was like, wait a minute. Could it be that if Adam had found a suitable helper amongst the animals, would God have ended there? I think God is a master planner and he designed it that way. Today, we are going to be talking about the woman. Who is she? Why did God create a woman? We have a special guest who has mastery in this domain. We'll discover him right after the break. Thank you. Here we meet our guest in the person of Reverend Pastor Amos Benben Kibe. Kibe, right?
Kibe, yes.
All right, thank you. He is a certified marriage counselor and an author, a founder, and a promoter. I think you can help us in that introduction.
Thank you very much, Mamundi. Thank you for inviting me to this platform. It's a privilege that
pleasure.
I am here today.
A pleasure.
My name is Reverend Amos Benben Kibe, and I'm a marriage counselor, family counselor, and a coach, and also the trainer of marriage counselors.
Wow, wow.
So by God's grace, I started Dominion Singles and Marriage Academy. This should probably be the first marriage and academic institution that we have in this country.
Wow, we are privileged here.
I am married to the most beautiful wife, the only wife in my life.
Oh my God.
It's not the first lady, it's the only lady.
It's the only lady and not the first lady. I think we're going to be getting from the pastor. Emanuela, so God is with you. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we are meeting for the very first time.
Yep.
And it's really a privilege.
Yes.
Okay, we are talking women here, and as a marriage counselor, you interact with women, with men, and you know, life goes by definition, as I said in the introduction.
Yes, yes.
Pastor, who exactly is a woman?
A woman is a very special species. A woman is a man who has a womb. So a woman is a male in a female suit. A woman is a man whose body is designed to be that of a woman in a female suit. So what we are saying here is that a man does not have a womb.
Okay.
So when God was making or building a woman, God gave a woman a womb. And that's what defines a woman as a whole.
Okay.
Look at him, look at her, and look at the woman. You see the difference is very clear. It's a womb. So this is the man. but the man has a womb. So the word wombed man becomes her name. But we don't have time to always talk about it every time we say wombed man, wombed man, woman. No. All we say is that we remove the OB and bring in the WO to add to the man. So you have a woman.
Wow,
That's a woman.
That's pretty. I've been trying to digest. So when you're speaking, I was trying to like digest a man with a womb.
Yes.
In a suit.
Yes. The female suit.
In a female suit.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, beautiful definition there, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think as we proceed, it's really getting interesting here. Okay. I want to, this precious being you are talking about, and you say
very precious,
being,
very precious.
In your opinion, okay, this precious being human,
yes,
why do you think they are being tagged as devils?
A woman is not a devil. I know that many people, when they go through scriptures, they see great women, they see great men being pulled down by women. Like for instance, we have Adam. Adam sinned because of the influence of a woman. You have David,
Samson.
You have Samson.
There will talk many women.
You have Delilah, King Hagar, with the Jezebel. In fact, when a woman is evil, they even tag that woman Jezebel. That thing that is happening around, that's what is making people feel like a woman is bad. Even in our normal, in this present society, you can realize that whenever a man goes down, you search it, you will see a woman being involved. You get the point?
I get you.
But that's the mistake. As you are saying that the woman is pulling down a man, that tells you the kind of giftings a woman has to build a man. Now it is being used in the other side, which is the wrong side.
Oh my God!
Now watch something. Something happened. There was a Facebook post.
Oh, this is powerful.
The person put 4 things. The woman was there, a snake was there, a lion was there, and a demon was there. 4 things. And the person said, which one is the most dangerous? 99% of the audience said the woman is the most dangerous. In other words, the woman is more than a snake. The woman is more dangerous than a lion. The woman is more dangerous than a demon. You know demons. And now the woman is beyond a demon. Now that is a problem. What you don't know is bigger than you. When purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Men who don't know the purpose of a woman end up abusing that woman and end up saying that the woman is evil when the woman is good. The same thing even for the woman themselves. You can see what women do, and you're wondering why they should do that. They don't even know themselves.
Oh my God!
Why could you prepare in food for them to eat and make you wealthy? I'm just giving you those things to let you know that even the women, they don't know who they are. A woman is one of the most precious beings on earth.
Women need to get that.
A woman is needed by a man for his survival.
Oh my God!
The Bible says the woman is good. Women are good. It's not good for a man to be alone. It's not good for a man to be alone. Who said this? God, who was with man. Okay?
Okay.
It's not good for the man to be alone. The same God who said that was with man. He knows that God is not enough for the man. Don't crucify me. I'm just saying what the Bible says. The God will come down at the call of the day and will be fellowshipping with Adam. And at the same time, God said it is not good for Adam to be alone. I will make him a helper, which means that this helper is coming to do what God cannot do. So I don't think God cannot do. God cannot be your wife. Amen. God cannot be your wife.
Man, God cannot be your wife.
That's why the woman is good. The Bible says that what? Let me say it again. That he finds a wife, finds a good thing. God can never give us a bad thing.
Oh my God.
When it comes to marriage. God gives us a good thing. We are the ones who choose the bad thing. That's why there are principles that governs marriage.
We are the ones who choose the bad things.
So when you are heading up to marriage, follow the process that God has put in place.
Pastor, please let's go gently.
Yes.
I captured something from what you just said, that the energy that women are using to portray or manifesting evil,
yes,
it depicts something that they carries something, meaning that it's a misplacement of priorities or lack of proper definition of whom they are, and that's why the abuse now comes in.
There is no man that is powerful than a woman. Women are powerful than men. Why? A woman does not need an office to function. A man needs an office to function. What makes President Paul Biya is the President of the Republic. Is the fact that he holds an office.
Okay.
To the point, the Chantal Biya does not need to hold an office. She's already functioning the moment the husband comes. So women rule by influence. And they can influence a man. They can influence anybody. That's why I keep on saying many times, if you listen to me many times, I keep on saying that your pastor is not the man. The pastor's wife is the pastor of the church. Because the man is the one who pastors the church. But the woman pastors the man. Now, who pastors the church? Let me say it again. The president of the republic is the one who actually leads the country.
Okay.
Who leads the president of the republic? His wife. This principle goes to everybody.
Okay.
And the person who leads, the one that leads, is actually the one that's leading the other side. Don't play with women.
I'm still trying to, digest all you're saying. Let's just progress now. Like seriously, this knowledge is really required. I never really get it this way. Honestly, I never got it this way. Now, I want to say something. I said in the introduction that when God was creating, like you rightly said, he said it's not good for man to be alone. So he brought the animals. Man didn't find a suitable companion amongst those animals. Now, when he brought the woman, man was like, yes, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. Now, do you think that women are fulfilling this aspect of helpmates? Do you think they are fulfilling it?
It all depends on who you think you are. Many women, as I said, don't even know that they are women. They think they came to compete with the man. No woman, listen to us, out there should ever compete with the husband. The moment you start competing and not completing, you failed. If no woman again can marry a complete man. Because when a man is complete, you are unnecessary.
Oh my God.
You become necessary when the man is not complete. So that you're not coming to be relevant in his life. Most women are not relevant.
Oh my God.
That's why you ask a young person, what kind of a man do you want to get married to? The first thing they will ask you is, I want a man who will take care of me. I want a man who will do this. It doesn't make sense. The man that you're looking for is the man that you will complete. And that is why you're getting married. I'm getting married because it's not good for my husband to be alone. So I'm coming now to do. Why is a woman needed? Because of the vision of a man. Because of the vision. But let me say, I'm going to make a suitable helper, and you're going to come to help this man.
So women need to know that they are
helpers.
So when this knowledge is lacking, you start competing.
You start competing. You start fighting. You start saying that I'm coming to marry a man.
I now understand why so many things are upside down. I now understand misplacement of position, of priorities, of the proper definition of who I am. Please, now I want to ask you, because you're already answering some questions and answering other questions. The fact that I bring this, I'll explain why I'm asking this question. The fact that the woman came second, because actually when God now brought the woman second, so should we say man is the first product and the woman now comes as other second hand? Does it make the woman lesser than the man?
No. The woman is the same in the sight of God with the man.
Okay, please let me add
Yes.
before we proceed.
Yes.
Because this also brings about the concept of submission. The man will say, you have to submit to me because I came first and you came second. I'm the firstborn and you are just my rib. You are just taking out of me. So submit. So men bring that.
Submission is supposed to be natural.
Okay.
You are not even supposed to remind a woman to submit. No. A reminder of a woman to submit and thinks that there's a problem already.
Okay.
No woman was born to be without a father.
Okay.
No. A woman always operates under leadership. What you want now and what you miss now is fatherhood, is a father. That's why no woman marries a husband. No, women don't marry the husbands.
What then they marry?
They marry fathers.
Okay.
The Bible says a father is compassionate. The moment you married a husband who has a fatherhood spirit in him,
okay,
he becomes compassionate. You don't force him to love you.
That's right.
You don't force, because automatically he's in love with you already. Because if a father does not love a child, then there's a problem. Now remember, you came out of a man, and whatever you produce, you love. Whatever comes out of you, you love. That's why naturally you love your child. Whether your child is a thief or not, naturally you love your child. Remember where a woman came from. A woman came from a man. So naturally the love has to be. Whatever you do or not, the love has to be, because the love is what. That's why you see God love us. God loves us because when he looks at you, he sees himself. Remember, say the woman was pulled out of the side of a man.
God, beautiful.
So whenever you see a woman, you see yourself. That's why love for a man is natural. That's why God said, men, love your wives. Why? Because there is a natural, because this person came out of you. You don't force a man to love you. A man just have to love you naturally. Just like I love my children naturally, and I have a fathering care for them. That's what is happening now. So most men don't even know they are men. That's why they struggle with loving their wives.
Oh my God.
And most women don't even know they are women. That's why they're struggling with submission. Submission is a natural phenomenon.
I think all this is due to lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Not naturally, when you become a child of God, you have to learn a lot of things.
That's right.
You have to learn a lot of things.
I think lack of knowledge is the point of emphasis here.
So when it comes to the difference between a man and a woman, is a woman a sub-being? No. No.
Women, we are not sub-beings. We aren't sub-beings.
Remember something. The word man is a word for ish. Okay. Ish is a spirit. Okay. Man is a spirit. Okay. Then that man, for the man to come down earth, he needed a body. So when God was, that ish, that spirit, whether you're a male ish or a male or a female ish, is the same. So you are a spirit, I'm a spirit. Okay. But for us to come to this world, God looks at our function. He looks at me and says, okay, please go down as a man. Then he puts me a male suit. Then I come in here. Then he said, okay, come down as a woman. Then he said, then your job is going to be a woman job. Then I'm going to give you a female suit. Then you come down here. In terms of ish, there wasn't like this ish is more than this one. There isn't like this man is more than this one. Like I'm saying, you are a spirit. I've never seen you. I'm a spirit, you've never seen me. But because we are here in the physical planet, you cannot see my expressions, which is the body. And I can also see how your ish is expressing itself, which is the body. Now, so now the two of us now, we cannot see ourselves. In terms of image of God, we are the same. You are Mundi, I'm Amos. You are Mundi, I'm Amos. But our function on earth now becomes different. I have a male body, and God says, come first. Come first means you are going to be first in everything. When it comes to love, you are going to be first. When it comes to giving, you are going to be first. When it comes to writing, you are going to be first. When it comes to romance, you are going to be first. When it comes to everything, you are going to be first.
Oh my God.
And then now you is coming second. You will now assist me in fulfilling the function that God has If you are assisting your husband to fulfill his function, you are already fulfilling your function. If you find your husband, there is no fulfilling, you will never be happy. There is no woman who will ever be happy in this world that says, I don't need a man. I'm alone. I don't need a man. I can live. A woman who says he has never met a man, who doesn't need a man, has never met a man. Let me repeat again. A woman who says she doesn't need a man, has never met a man.
In most cases,
Yes.
By my experience,
Yes.
I noticed that men always want to dominate.
Yes.
There is this dominating factor.
Yes.
Now, like in Yaoundé, you like climbing bikes.
Yes.
And you see a little boy, a younger brother.
Yes.
And you stop the bike and then you're expecting him to go down. Or you're expecting that he climbs first.
Yes.
And he's telling you, Lama, vas-y.
Yes.
Yeah, you're looking at the periphery.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then someone will tell you, I have to protect you.
Yes.
They look at the thing like, it's like they're climbing behind, they are left. I see it amongst children,
yes.
Even if the male was the younger one,
yes.
I'll see him dominate. I don't know. So when I begin to observe this, I'm like, I don't know if men are created this way. They always want to dominate. They always want to protective.
Of course.
They want to I am the man. So
of course.
You're a woman.
That's why you see in the family, you will see a man, even if the guy is 20 years and you are 50, they will say, this is our successor. This is the head of the family.
Yeah.
Why? Why did he choose you? Because you are going to be supporting somebody somewhere. Okay. But this is the guy who has the family.
Okay.
So men in general are protective. That's why when you are moving on the street and you see a small boy with another woman, you cannot talk to a woman directly. You are breaching a rule. Because there is a man there who acts as a protector, who acts as an owner. You get the point? Because when a woman comes to marriage, men are owners of women there. Men are owners of the wives. A man owns the wife. That's what we call Lord. Lord.
Okay.
Lord. Abraham was Lord over Sarah. So Lord means what? Legitimate owner.
Okay.
That's why your name changes after marriage.
That's right. That's right.
Because somebody that owns you.
That's
but
right.
Before then, your father owns you.
Okay.
Yes, you are a product of your father. That's why your father gave you the name. Then now, immediately another person owns. The bride price is a transfer of ownership.
Okay.
Then a father, which is your own father now, gives over to another father whose name is called husband. That's why people are offended when you raise a hand against a woman. Because fathers don't beat.
Oh, fathers don't
have
beat.
Compassion.
Okay.
Fathers have compassion upon their children. Yes. So what we need to understand here is that the man as a whole, no matter your age, no matter the man's age, is always protective in nature.
So what do you say about men who molest their wives?
A man who beats a wife is a beast. All these men that are looking at me, repent, you are a beast. Hey, if you raise a hand against your wife, you have to repent, especially the Christians.
I was about saying that.
Especially Christians. Let's say the unbelieving community has no idea about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Especially Christians.
Servants of God.
I've counted so many pastors' wives who come crying that my husband hit me, my husband, beat me. These are things that should not happen amongst our community. We can have that. The best place that you can be protected in is in the arms of a loving Christian man.
Wow.
But today,
I'm going to say something about that. Maybe let's proceed. Maybe another edition, because sometimes these men will say women, they run their mouth, they can't hold themselves. Let's just hold it there. Now, how can you differentiate a man and a woman in terms of reasoning, in terms of the way they think?
Yes.
How do you differentiate them?
You know, when God created a man, he wired his brain in such a way that the man begins, and always he's a thinker. But when he created the woman, so when there's a problem, a man is going to be thinking, how does he solve the issue? How does he do this? How does he do? So at times the man doesn't feel the way we think. So but on the other side, a woman is an emotional being. That's why when you begin talking to a woman, yeah, there's something, she start crying. Emotional. When the things are good, she start crying. When things are bad, she start crying. How do you see a man cry? That does not say men don't cry, but they don't express themselves that way.
No, what's when they say some kind of a woman?
Yeah, not like women don't cry. And the cry also has its own advantage. When that cry helps them to relieve their emotion. So a woman always tells you how she feels,
Okay.
not how she thinks. The man on the other side tells you how he thinks and not how he feels. So when your husband comes and says, you look stupid, it doesn't mean you are stupid. He's only telling you what he's thinking at the moment. That this act of yours makes you stupid. It doesn't mean that you are stupid. But the problem with women is that when they talk like that, they put it into heart. So they say, my husband is saying, I'm stupid. No, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So a woman, on the other hand, tells you how she feels. That's why women will always talk first, then begin to think after. I've seen a lot of men come to me and complain. My wife will always say things and then begin to reflect after. My wife will always say things and begin to reflect after. That is a real woman you have in your house. If she was doing the other one, then she's a man. And you got married to a woman. Women always talk first. And then when you draw their attention to something, that they start thinking. And then well, but I just say it like that. And nothing like that. So if a woman tells you, wait, I want to be left alone, don't go. She's just telling you how she feels at the moment.
Men, they say don't go.
She will run after you. It's just like one spoke to me. One gave me a complaint and said, my husband used to, whenever I tell my husband that I'm not ready for sex, my husband will grab me. My husband will force himself on me and will have his way through. But this time around, I don't understand. Whenever I tell my husband that I'm not in the mood, my husband says, I'm tired. My husband says, sorry, I wouldn't like to disturb you. And then the woman is coming back to me. That should be an answered prayer anyway. Wow, that your husband is obeying you. But the woman came to me back and said, I don't understand my husband again.
What has happened?
Because my husband now is obeying me whenever I say I'm tired. What do you want from men, dear women? Knowledge has come. What do you want from men? I'm asking to you, dear women. What is that the men is telling you? You know, women don't want you to just obey.
No, but I think she was amazed of the change because it wasn't so before.
She was knowledge. She came for counseling. Why did she come for counseling if she was amazed? If that was change, she would have been going to give God thanksgiving in church. Why did she come to me and ask her for counseling? Is it because she feels like the man is no longer in love with her? So women interpret love when they say go, then they expect to come. You don't say go and then you're going. When you're going, it means that you don't love them.
Oh my God! Somebody said real women are complex beings. I don't know how far that is true, but I think this question is going to connect to the next question.
Okay.
You always find this attitude in women: gossip, envy, jealousy, competition, etc. Amongst we the women. I don't know if it's natural because when you find a man gossiping, you say, he gossips like a woman, like a woman. So it is women that are supposed to. What do you have to say about that?
From a wife of a peasant farmer in the village to the wife of the head of state, they are the same. They love to, they just love to talk. Women were naturally created to run their mouth. Naturally, they love this thing.
Man of God, man, you love that?
They just love this. If you are with the woman, you just want to have this kind of. She wants attention. She wants that in the church, everybody will be looking. Instead of looking at God, they are looking at her.
Yeah.
Since she was born to compete with God.
Oh my God. God have mercy.
Oh God say, I'm not enough for the man. Then you can't tell you.
I see.
So you can see, so women generally they like trivial issues. They like things like weddings. They like things like, I mean, their brain was wired. Yeah, for this thing, you know, I mean, they like just to compete. They like to know that in this environment, I'm the best. My husband is the best. That's why a woman will lie that the husband has bought a car. When actually she has not bought the car. Because they just want to attention. They want to be known. It is something that came from their wiring. That's why I told people that when it comes to wiring, the brain of a woman was wired to do so many things at the same time.
That's right. We'll talk about that.
Yes, so that's why you see them. They go around everywhere. That's how they are.
But now these factors that are, you know, they are really detrimental. The envy, the jealousy, it leads to so many casualties. Now it's not natural. What do you make of it? I think, like, for a Christian woman, don't you think they need a change?
That's why we have the Bible.
Okay, wow.
That's why whenever you are born again, your spirit is born again, and then you go for the Bible. The Bible helps to handle this, even both in men and women. It says, let's not be jealous. Let's not be doing this. Let's not be talking.
Women, God doesn't want them all. So let's be
like what Titus is saying, that let elderly women stop gossiping.
Okay.
You read that in Titus, you'll see Titus 2 something, you'll see.
It's there.
It's to take care of your homes. And they also act as mentors to the younger ones. That's what is happening. So young women are actually supposed to be mentored by older women. And one of the things that they ask the Lord to stop jealousy. Stop competing.
Women,
stop
being envious, jealousy, gossip. God hates them. It's not like something natural in us. God expects a change.
Yes.
Now you've been handling a lot of marital. You have a lot of marital issues, consultations coming your way.
Yes.
I come in peace, eh? I come in peace. Who exactly can you say is the problem among the many complaints you get, the man or the woman?
Well, I won't say any of them is the problem.
Okay.
The answer is both are the problem.
All right, so
and
the equation is balanced
when people don't know their role in the marriage.
That's right.
So I receive a lot of people, even though women come, because men naturally hate counseling. They hate to be told what to do. That's one thing with leadership.
That is right.
Yeah, so
that's right.
Few of them will come. If you see a man coming to me, there is real problem.
There's fire on the mountain.
Is when the wife really going. Then they are coming to me now, so that I cannot bring back their wives. While their wife is there in the house, they won't come to me. How they will take care of their wives? They will leave them. They will take care of their wife based on what they saw in their parents or in their father. So that is how.
Oh my God! Thank you very much.
Are the problem.
Both of them. So because sometimes men will say women is the man, is the woman, is the woman. The question is balanced based on the experience. Thank you very much. Now we are going to have in our subsequent edition. There are so many other things we are going to talk on this subject.
Yes.
I want you one last word for our viewers before we close the session.
Dear audience, dear viewers, marriage is a good thing. You must learn to know the purpose of marriage.
Okay.
You must learn to know the process of marriage, and you must learn to know the principles of marriage. Three things: the process, or the purpose is God's own. The process belongs to God, and the principles tells us how.
The principles tells us how,
and that is where we're coming now. So we must school ourselves in terms of marriage. If not, we will only dream, and we are going to also have terrible mindset about marriage that does not exist. The woman in your house is a tremendous blessing. Until you know, you will never know.
Until you know, you will never know. That's Reverend Amos. I think his contact is running on the screen, and you can contact him for counseling wherever you are, whatever part of the country. Distance can never be a barrier. Thank you, Pastor, for coming. I think one very important thing that I came to know is that When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse becomes inevitable.
Yes.
We're going to meet you some other time, God willing, in our next edition. He is still going to come, Pastor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you.